Okay, so quick review over graphing systems of equations. So I have my two equations and I need to graph them both, but I'm going to start with the first one, y equals 3x minus 1. Now these are both in slope-intercept form, so I start with graphing my y-intercept. For the first one, my y-intercept is -1. So on my graph, I go down to -1 on my y-axis and I put my point there. Next, my slope is the number with x, which is 3. And it is a positive 3 for the first one. So remember that I can write that as a fraction by doing 3 over 1. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, and then to the right once since it is positive. Now I have my first line. Now I need to graph my second line. For my second line, it is y equals -3x minus 7. So again, I start at my y-intercept. My y-intercept is -7. So I go down to -7 and I put my first point. This one, my slope is -3. So instead of, again, I can still write that as a fraction by doing -3 over 1. But instead of going up, I can go down 1, 2, 3, and then go to the right once. Or I could go up 1, 2, 3, and then go to the left once. Either way you do it, you're going to end up with the same line. They're still going to intercept at the same spot. So now my solution is where those two lines intercept. And remember, I always start at 0, and then my x number comes first. So I went over -1, because that's to the left is always negative. So I went over -1 and then I went down -4. So my solution then, I went over -1 and then I went down to -4. So I always do my x-axis number first and then my y-axis number second. So the solution is -1, -4. There we go. Next one, I'll do another one if it doesn't cut me off. So my first equation is y equals 1/3 x plus 6. I start at my y-intercept. That's a plus 6, so that's positive 6. And then my y-intercept is 1 over 3. So I go up once, and then I go over 1, 2, 3, and I put my point there. I could also have went down 1 and then to the left 3 as well. But on this one, on IXL, you only need 2 points. So next line is y equals 1 over 6x plus 5. So I start at 5, and it is 1 over 6. So I go up once, and then I go over 6. Or I could go down once and then to the left 6. Either way, you see that it's still going to intercept at the same spot. It intercepts right here. So for that, to figure out what point that is, I do my left, I go over left 6, which would be a -6, because I always do my x value first, so -6, and then I went up 4. So my solution is -6, 4. Makes sense? Hopefully so. So keep on going and get your SMART score up to an 80. You see, just by doing 2 questions, I'm already at a 26. So if we have time, I'll go ahead and do this one too, because it is x equals a number. So if I'm doing y equals -4x minus 2, I start at -2. And then for -4, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the right one since it's negative. I could have also went up 4 and then to the left once. However, if we have an x equals -1, I go to my x-axis where x equals -1. And then remember, if it's x equals a number, that is going to be a straight vertical line. So I just need 2 points somewhere on my x-axis. So that's that. So then my solution, you can see that it is at -1, 2. So -1, 2. I submit my answer. There we go. So if it's x equals a number, it is going to be a vertical line. If it's y equals a number, it's going to be a horizontal line. That's like what we did like 2 days ago in class. So hopefully this helps you get moving in the right direction. If not, please reach out for me and I will help.